Hi guys, today I'm making a video about how bad Rex is. Like Rex might actually be, or I think, one of the worst, if not the worst Apex of all the Apexes. I'm going to explain why. So first, we could just start off with Titan, okay? So, Titan's Heavy Bite does 100 damage. Rex's strongest bite is 85, right? The fracture for Rex is so pointless. If you don't do enough fracture, they just run away, or because for some reason, Apexes turn faster with fracture, right? But if you bone break them, you lose, and because you won't kill them fast enough, and you won't be able to apply fracture. And when you try to apply fracture, most of the time, no, every time you lose, I tried to apply fracture to them, and because of that, it made the situation worse. Because if you don't use killing blows, like you have to use it, which makes Rex suck. If you don't use killing blows, Titan can literally face a Rex. And yes, the ability for Rex is very strong, but you just wait out the call, and then it's a 5-minute cooldown, which is insane. After the ability settings, I think it's like 3 minutes 45 seconds. But still, Titan does more damage than it, like without fracture. And like it says, Rex bite is high damage, but really, Rex only can do high damage. Rex bite does 60 damage. Spinosaurus tail attack does 65. Spino does more damage than Rex. And then, let's say you add these buffs, right? Let's say plus 13%. Let's say use King's Mantle, right? Well, now when you go against Rex's, you'll probably get killed, unless they're bad. 3% damage is just like the best one. Then you have to use Killing Blows, but it makes where the fracture is just so hard to use. Then the movement is a little weird, but that's just what you get used to. And then the call, you just wait it out. So really, it gets a 30% damage buff, maybe 10%, and sometimes a 20% damage. So most of the time, you're only doing like 62 damage with a plus 3%. And like, without killing blows, without the dinosaur having fracture on it, it can't face tank crap. Like, Rex realistically loses to a Spino if they're the same skill. Rex easily loses to Titan. I'd never play Titan. I can go against a good Rex and it's light work for me. Like, I'm not saying these are OP. Spino and Titan are really good at the point, but Rex is just really bad. And it also has 0 bleed resistance. 0. And just for like you guys to realize something, Rex has less HP than Spino, way less armor, technically does less damage, and because Spino can swim, Spino can be faster than it. And also Spino heals faster, because when it's in water, it has 50% healing. And even if, okay, if you're 1v1ing a Spino with Rex, you fracture, if they're actually good, it'll just start sprint tail riding you. Do you know why? Because they turn faster, right? If you don't fracture, it can face tank you. If you bone break it, it could just face tank you. So like, no matter what you do, you're just gonna lose. Because Rex only can do high damage. Sorry, let me rephrase this. Rex doesn't do high damage. It only can. PT Rex. It's charge bite. It doesn't do fracture, but PT Rex is the perfect example. You could have a charge bite. You could have an entire build where it doesn't need fracture. Like its charge bite rounds out PT Rex, which is what I love about it. And wait, does it have bleed resistance? I don't know. Okay, EO. EO isn't really strong at the moment, but at least it can get 100% armor. That's why it's better than Rex. Bars. Come on, it just out damages Rex. What, like a 110, 130 sweep, and then it can also stun, and it's faster than Rex. Bars has more HP, more armor, more damage. Like, I mean, I think with fracture, Rex does more damage per second, but like This one does more damage per ability, right? Faster. What else? I mean, I think sometimes it heals faster, has more armor, and just all that stuff. Eel Triceratops, even Eel can win. Do you know why? Even if it's using damage build, it can pop its ability, right? Then Rex pops the ability. Call, right? Then it has a 3 minute 45 second cooldown. This one 30 seconds after it does that, it just face takes and win. Like, simple, right? Even Stego. Stego does more damage than Rex. And it has a crap ton of bleed. Giga, come on. Giga, even though it did get updated, Giga is just better. Acro Cancel Swords, light work for Rex. If they're the same skill. Car cartridge on swords, not difficult. This, I mean, if there's water, and depending how good, the Dino Sucus is, it depends, but most of the time, or actually all the time, that you win with Pot Rex against another Apex is just because you're better than them, like skill wise. Like, it's just simply that. Like, my friend put main Spinal, right? I would say we're about the same skill or whatever, and I get destroyed by him. He just cooks me just because Rex really sucks at the moment. Like, what else? Let me look into, here, not edit. Let me look into this. Yup, definitely better. Pretty sure that's a 4-spot. Right? And even Rex. Oh, that just reminded me of something. This reminded me of something. Why does it take like 5 bites, like 3 to 4 bites to, like, maybe I'm over exaggerating, but over 2 bites to kill like a tier 4, I mean a tier 2 with a Rex? And then when it clamps, it's like it doesn't even do anything. And even though it does fracture or the clamp, it makes it do more damage. First, the clamp doesn't really do much damage, and then they can still run away even when they have a bunch of fracture. But clamp is a lot better now because you can fracture them real quick, let them go as soon as possible, and then bite. So clamp isn't too much a problem, but they can survive a lot of bites, which kind of sucks. What else? Let me see this. Giga, yeah, it's just like, Giga's really good. With the new, like TLC, whatever they gave it, it's more balanced and funner, but still way better than Rex. Like, it could still face take it if it just dodges its fracture, and if it did get fractured, just tail ride it. It's simple. Spinosaurus, so much armor. Like, TT, yeah, that's just, let me move over here, right? I mean, yeah, Barsbolia does way more damage. Should it be doing more damage than a Rex, right? It's faster, I'll give it that. You could be faster than Rex. Way more armor, I could see that. And it has, I think it has a lot more health. Like, more than 100 more health. But, yeah. What else? Duck. Like, here's the thing. Duck, it depending how good you're at it, how good you are with Duck, but at least it could do a crap ton of damage and bleed. And if anything goes wrong, just go in the water. You're fine. You know what I mean? Like, everything's better than Rex. The only reason why, like, if you watch my videos, like, I beat a bunch of people, it's just because I'm good with Rex. It's not specifically that they're bad. It's just that I started playing this game a year and a half ago. I don't play it, like, non-stop every day, but when I hopped on PathofTitans, I just played Rex. That's it. Like, yeah. So now I'm gonna do some PvP with Rex, or be a Titan or whatever. Here, I'm gonna see if I can find a Rex and show how simple it is to kill a Rex with Titan. Like, I can use any weapon, and it's so simple. If they use Blood Rivalry, I can just face take it. If I have Brawl build. If it has Killing Blows, right? Just dodge Killing Blows or fracture me. I'm just gonna spin around. If it doesn't fracture me enough, I can just get out of there. And then Titan, yes, it does 45 bite, but does insane bleed. And then this heavy bite does more damage than a Rex charge bite. 10%, right? That makes it what? 110? and then it gets minus 15%, whatever. Did you know, like something that's not so crazy? Rex is so bad. Titan can face tank a Rex if Rex does not use Fracture. Like even with it, whatever, right? And obviously you might thinking, well, obviously that's not realistic, that won't happen. But here's the thing, whoever wins in the face tank sets the baseline of how one person has to fight. Because let's say, like for example, Spinal face tanks a Rex. So the Rex has to get more bites or has to tail ride the Spinal to win. So just because of that, it changes the whole fight instead of the Rex just having to like put pressure and just force the face tank or like make it do a mistake. But because of that, the Rex has to tail ride, and then the Spinal has all this armor buff, so when you bite the tail, it barely does any damage. And then the Spinal tail does more damage than the Rex bite. So this is insane. Yeah, I see that right there. Now I'm gonna cut to a clip where I can start fighting a Rex. I could just run. Yes, he could hit me, but I could still run. Like, he did get a couple hits in, but I could just still run. So it doesn't matter. And now he has full bleed. Fracture doesn't do anything. You get a couple bites max. Now we're about the same HP. He has full bleed, and I'm about to start healing. And he just ran out of stamina. Still died anyway. I played that horribly, and he still died anyway. See how unsafe that is? Like, I'm sure there's a lot of things where, like, I didn't do something right with Titan. It was because I just don't play Titan. But he still died anyway. So it's like, how is the Rex supposed to win? When he's played good, right? He did all the right things. And I played bad, and he still died. Like, what was the point? Yeah, you could say you won, but really, he died anyway. So as you saw, like, I played Titan bad, right? So first, my tail riding was not good with Titan. Like, even though he had to turn a little bit, we were just trading bites. And even when trading bites and he got fractures, he still died anyway. Like, imagine if I was the same skill as him with Rex and me with Titan. It would be light work. Okay, in my summary, what I think could make Rex still balanced, but better. First, make it where the fracture lasts longer. So it makes it where the Rex can still actually get bites and force them so they can't run away. Secondly, make them where they don't turn fast enough. That will just make it worse. Right? That just makes it so much harder for Rex. Then, remove killing blows. You can nerf this. You can nerf that if you wanted to too. Make Rex Bite do 75 to 80 damage. Then it's turning fine, right? Give it a hide or something. Make it resistant to bleed. Also, you can give it where it has higher combat weight, but there's something that makes it worse. Or it makes it lighter in senses where it's better, and then keep Blood Rivalry Index, right? That would be fun. And Tail Tap. Honestly, hear me out. For just some players to round it out, make it where you turn faster, but you don't have a tail tap. Not by luck, maybe like 10%, 15%. But it's not like sprint turning. It's only precise turning. So if it was sprint turning, that would be way too overpowered, right? And then what else? Honestly, that's pretty much it. Some people might say that you need something for the ankle biters, but right now ankle biters are just really strong right now because they can get a bunch of damage buffs, and each bite still does a good amount of damage depending how big they are, just what creature they are. But overall, I think that's what Rex should be. Now I'm gonna put up some clips of me playing with Rex just because even though they're sitting bad right now, I love it. So, thank you for watching.